I was going to do a veiled truth video today because there is so much going on in the approved headlines, but I think that it is more important to look at where we are going on this particular 4th of July. We have an amazing team of patriots in the White House. And rather than get caught up in the show today, I want us to reflect on what we have lost and focus on the greatest comeback the world has ever seen. First, I want to say that some podcasters are predicting the big event on the 4th of July. I have no verification of that, and it seems kind of obvious from a point of strategy. So don't get caught in the roller coaster of predictions. I promise you it will lower your frequency, and you will live between hope and disappointment. Let's anticipate the future and realize that our nature is all part of the divine plan. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave your comment and share this video with your family and friends. Since the channel is being suppressed, you will need to ring the bell to find my videos as they don't appear in most feeds due to shadow banning. No worries, we can beat it. If you want to support the channel further, we have memberships, and I'm so happy to welcome our newest member, Ben Kramer 1. Thank you, Ben, and thank you, Vivian Hinckley, Gilda Santos, and Loyal One Still. Your support helps me so much with the expenses of the channel, and I want you to know that I'm very grateful. Having said that, let's discuss freedom first, which is the power to live authentically, to pursue our dreams, and to shape our own destiny without fear or constraint. Freedom is not prosperity, but it is the heartbeat of opportunity. It is the courage to speak our truth and the right to pursue our God-given right to happiness. My first question to you is, what is happiness to you? It's important to examine our perception of happiness. Is it having a fancy car or home? That's okay if it is. The universe has no concept of a dollar value, so be honest with yourself. Is it being debt-free? Does having debt keep you up at night? Is it being free of pain or disability? Is it spending more time with your family? Is it being able to travel more? Is there something missing so badly from your life that you haven't been able to find your joy? From a larger viewpoint, happiness is the radiant energy that flows when we align our hearts with our true selves. Does your true self resonate with the vibrant frequencies of purpose, connection, and hope? Or do you feel a disconnection? Do you feel useless, filled with doubt, anger, or fear? I understand that you cannot resonate with your true self if you have never answered the question of who am I? Do you have any idea who your true self is? If not, let's take a look and see if we can find that one truth. I can't tell you who you are. Only you can define your concept of self. I can tell you who I am and who I identify as every single day of my life. I am a unique fractal of the Creator's infinite design, a singular pattern that echoes the divine geometry of the universe. My soul is a radiant fragment of eternal energy that cannot be created nor destroyed. It carries the same boundless creativity and interconnectedness as the whole of the universe. The truth is nameless, formless, and effortless. My truth unfolds through the choices I make and the love that I share. How do you identify? Is it surface or is it the true self? Fractal geometry is the study of shapes and patterns that repeat at different scales, creating intricate self-similar structures that mirror the whole within each part. From the branching of trees to the spiraling of galaxies, fractals reveal a universal blueprint where complexity arises from simple, repetitive rules. In the soul, we can see ourselves as fractals of the Creator, each carrying a unique yet interconnected reflection of divine essence. Like a fragment of a sacred hologram. Fractal geometry has been rigorously validated across scientific disciplines since the 70s. In nature, fractal geometry can be seen in the irregular yet patterned shapes of snowflakes, mountain ranges, and blood vessels. In physics, fractals also create chaotic systems like turbulence and weather patterns. In biology, fractal branching optimizes lung, vascular, and neuronal networks. Cosmology observes fractal-like distributions in galaxy clusters. These validations affirm fractals as a fundamental principle of nature's design. Imagine the universe as a giant, intricate fractal pattern, an enormous doily for those that remember them. Every piece mirrors the whole in a mind-blowing way. In this context, we're all tiny reflections of the Creator, carrying a piece of the divine blueprint within us. With all of our unique quirks and stories, we remain fractals of God in substance, repeating the pattern of love, creativity, and infinite potential in our own special way. It's like we're all part of this massive, beautiful puzzle, where every fragment, no matter how small, holds the essence of the entire picture. So next time you look in the mirror, remember you're not just the flesh and bones that you see. You're a living, breathing piece of the divine fractal in this epic, ongoing masterpiece that we call life. You are a manifestation of the endless, awesome design of the universe. You can never be a mistake. It's just not possible. Sure, you might become misaligned from higher vibrations now and then, but honestly, the design itself is perfect. So perfect, in fact, that it's kinda incomprehensible to most of us. The key, really, is not to embrace those negative frequencies like anger, hate, fear, and despair, which we just keep attracting when we're out of alignment. There's a lot more on this in other videos on the channel. And if you want to learn more, please post your questions for the community to discuss, because you're definitely not alone. We each carry forward the Creator's design with every choice we make, every kindness we show, and every dream we chase. It's about stepping up our game, not because we have to, but because we want to. Because we want to be close to the Creator, and because we know we are part of something so much bigger, something that really demands that we bring our A game. So raise the bar for yourself, not out of obligation, but out of the sheer awesome realization that you are a living, breathing expression of the divine pattern, and the world is honestly waiting to see what you'll do with it. Now we can come back to freedom and the pursuit of happiness. Figure out what actually makes you happy and go after it. Our forefathers fought for that right, and our present patriots are working to restore our freedom as a civilization. But the most important freedom that must be restored these days is the freedom of the mind, the freedom to think the way we want, the freedom to believe what we want. On the 4th of July, I celebrate my identity as a spark of the divine, woven into the vibrant tapestry of a free nation where each fractal self joins others to form a greater whole, united in the pursuit of liberty and purpose. It's that inner harmony that hums through shared laughter, courageous dreams, and the embrace of community. On the 4th of July, we celebrate happiness as the pulse of a free nation, where every individual's unique vibration of joy strengthens the collective symphony of liberty. On the 4th of July, we celebrate freedom as the legacy of those who dared to dream of a nation where every voice matters, where individuality thrives, and where the promise of liberty binds us as one people united under the stars and stripes. I hope your 4th of July is safe and restores the patriotism of a nation that cannot be suppressed. All of the disarray and disorder is fleeting, and our world will soon move towards balance. So as you go about your holiday, hug those loved ones long and tight. Feel their God fractal. Laugh and give thanks for one more example of the tenacity of mankind and the power of the human spirit. Let's close this video with a quote from Aung San Suu Kyi, known for her nonviolent struggle for democracy and human rights against Myanmar's military dictatorship. "The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from that fear.